Hey everybody, welcome back to Holy Roller Guitars. Today we're doing an acoustic guitar lesson, 101, episode 3. And in this episode we're going to be learning the D major chord and the C major chord. So please stick around for this lesson. First we're going to want to tune up our guitar, make sure that it's in tune. So we're going to get started with that. So if you have a clip-on tuner, you can go ahead and tune up your guitar. So once we have that, make sure that your nails are clipped. If your nails are a little bit long, it's going to be uncomfortable, especially to make this D chord and well, any guitar chord. It's going to feel a little bit uncomfortable, but more for this D-shaped chord. For today's lesson, let's zoom in the video to the fretboard, and we're going to get started with your D chord. Right now I'm going to put a picture up of what this looks like. It's going to consist of your first, second, and third finger. So to get started with the D major chord is you're going to want to bring in your first finger here on the high E string. Your second finger is going to be on the G of the second fret, and then your ring finger is going to be on the B of the third fret. So here what you're going to want to do is make sure that your fingers are straight and that they're not blocking any of the strings. And then this will be your D major chord. So D open, and then hit your G string, B, and high E. And if you have any dead notes, just make sure to move your wrist down, move your fingers up, and have them straight. This is going to be a difficult chord to make if you're a beginner, but that's what these guitar lessons are here for, to teach you how to make these chords and to help you along the way of making these chords and along the process of you learning. So this is going to be your D chord. And one thing that you can do, if you want to, you can go ahead and hit the D open and then strum from the D down, and then you can go ahead and hit the A open and practice your bass notes while making your major chords. And let me zoom out so I can show y'all that. So what I want to show y'all is here you can make your D chord, and then you can hit right here. But first, get the chord down just by itself and strum. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you can practice hitting those bass notes. It'll sound really cool. So that's something that you can go ahead and try. Next, we're going to go ahead and zoom in the camera, and we're going to learn your C chord. So your C chord is going to consist of, your first three fingers again, and it's going to consist of your third finger here on the third fret of the A. So that's going to be your root note as your C, and then your second finger on the second fret of the D string. So you're going to have that so far. And then you're going to bring in your first finger on the first fret of the B. And so again, you're going to want your fingers straight. If you feel like you need to hug the neck with your thumb, you can, because you're going to want to silent this low E string. You're not going to want to strum that. So you're going to want to start on the A string. And this is your C major. You might have the tendency of deadening the high E, either if that's what your palm or either if that's what your first finger laying on it. But just again, try and have your fingers as straight as possible so you can have that full chord there. So with that being said, you're just going to want to hit from your A string, which is your C note, and then down, and then mute this chord either with your thumb or by not hitting it. So this is the major chord for How Great Is Our God. So if you are here for the faith-based side of the guitar channel, this is going to be How Great Is Our God. So it's going to start off on the C chord, like. And then what they do is they take off your first finger off that B string and then place it back on there. So there you have it for the C chord. If you have a tendency of getting dead notes, you know, just keep on practicing, moving your wrists down and bringing your fingers straight to where they're straight here, and then having them straight. And then just adjust. If you hear buzzing like what you're hearing right now, just adjust your fingers a little bit. And then of course, to learn your timing, you can just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me zoom out the camera here. So to learn your timing, you can just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And practice that way. And then once you get comfortable with your timing, I'm sure there's plenty of songs that have this C major chord in it, especially some Christian music, and you know, y'all can learn y'all's strumming pattern. So how great is our God, sing with me, how great is our God, no, we'll sing how great is our God. So eventually, once you're learning these chords, you know, you can move it on to music. Right now, like last weekend's chords, you can put those chords together and mix the A major and the E major chords together. If you didn't catch that video, you can go to the second episode where I teach you your first 2 major guitar chords. And like I said in the beginning, we're going to go over major guitar chords, and then we'll go over minors, and then we can go over some 7th chords. These are very common chords for rhythm guitar players, and for I play mainly Christian music, classic, rock music, but these are going to be in these types of music. And all music, of course, you know, they all consist of major and minor chords. A lot of the 7ths and 9ths or sharp or major minor 7ths, they're going to come in songs, but not as common as the major and minors. So with that being said, let me leave you with a thank you for being here, and leaving you with some scripture and daily advice, 2 in 1. So thank you very much, and God bless y'all. Today's Sunday, very special day. That's why you find me dressed like this. I played at Mass today for the first time in about 3 years at an actual Mass service. I guess without further ado, I guess just keep practicing. I know this is going to hurt for a little bit. I know that my fingers were hurting today because I played the steel string at church, and we just played acoustically. It was really nice. No microphones, no anything. So I guess my advice for today would just be to continue if this is something that you want to do, and you know, not to give up, and to just keep on going. So one of the songs that we sang today is "Whatsoever you do to the least of my people, that you do unto me." So I guess just care for each other today, and always, if there's something kind that you can do for somebody, go out and spread kindness. Know that the Lord is always on your side, and that He will bless you tenfold. Keep strong in your faith. Just remain faithful and take care of each other. God bless. Peace.